So guys, for today's video, I put together a great list of fragrances for you that smell just like fall does. So make sure to keep on watching this video if you're a fan of woody, delicious, spicy perfumes, because I got you covered on all of that. All you have to do is to give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and once you're done with that, we can get started. So hello and welcome everyone to today's video in which I'll be sharing with you perfumes that smell like fall. It's already pretty chill here in Germany. The trees are golden, the leaves are on the ground, and it's amazing to go for a walk and just really enjoy the aromatic fall air. So today I got really inspired by all of that and put together a great list of fragrances for you. We are going to be talking about delicious woody perfumes, something spicy with notes of oak musk, orris, patchouli, and different wood. So make sure to let me know down below in the commentary section what's your favorite perfume that smells like fall in a bottle. And I want to get started with mine, which is a newer addition to my collection. The rest I have on the list has been in there for a while, but 603 by Bon Parfumeur that has been launched this year is just so amazing for fall time because it's this aromatic spicy fragrance that opens quite dry. I really like the nutmeg in there. It adds something really spicy and vibrant to it. There are a little bit of violet leaf brings in like this green edge, and there's also cypress with sage, some olibanum, and then in the dry down cashmere with tonka, lather, and cistus. The note that I'm not seeing in the pyramid but I'm smelling much of is this amazing carnation flower, which is like a dry flower. It smells very spicy, and this is so delicious, as if you came from a very cool street to your house and decided to cook something delicious in your kitchen. That kind of fragrance that I personally love to wear on the fresh air if I'm going out, even in the morning. It's not too much and it has amazing projection, not the best longevity, but I really like its warmth and cocooning sillage. But let's talk about something that lasts longer and is a bit more straightforward, which is Terror by Nishane. And this perfume that actually matches my outfit today, not on purpose, I promise you, but is something very bold and strong, something that smells really rich and kind of like salted caramel and also spicy patchouli. We have also the note of oak, which brings in something boozy and vetiver that adds a dirty touch to this fragrance that's kind of gourmand, which is not sweet. So just in case you love delicious perfumes but you don't want to wear a super sweet and edible type of fragrance, you still want that luxurious feeling about it, this stuff is so strong. If you spend all day outside and you need a perfume with this voluminous sillage and very opulent, bold vibe, something modern, because amber in here is so glowy, kinda making sure that it warms you from within, I highly recommend you this fragrance that is a little bit more masculine but absolutely amazing for fall season. Cycle 002 is the one I would personally reach for by Maison Violet, which is this new limited edition from their collection with a great, more environmental and sustainable approach behind it. It has a very cool message, and just in case you want more information on it, you can check out my Instagram, in which we talked about it with one of the guys from the Violet team, Anthony, but he described the fragrance perfectly. I want to add that it has such a beautiful, almost bitter citrusy opening. We have some mandarin, some orange, and other citruses in here that are very glowy, that are bitter as well, and that really reminds me even of the beginning of the winter season when we eat the mandarins to push our vitamin C. There is also a lot of spiciness going on. Black pepper is so punchy, it really makes sure that you are awake, and there is also cloves and chili pepper that gives everything a really nice sexy kick, and cumin is salty, sexy, especially as it dries down to a woody and even like mysteriously smoky but not churchy fragrance. This perfume has like such an amazing evolution if you're going to an event and you really want to smell rich and expensive, because the dry down is so different from the opening. You would not expect it to have this warming, almost sweetened but not sweet gourmand sillage and dry down is amazing, delicious, and just spot on. So just in case you want a very expensive smelling perfume that smells just like fall does, I highly recommend you this one, and you can actually get it with my discount. So all the health information on that is going to be down below in the description box. Make sure to check it out. And let's move on to another great spicy fragrance. It's kind of like a spicy list today, which is my recent purchase, limited edition by Jo Malone Ginger and Biscuit, with which, to be honest with you, I fell in love at first sniff. I really like this design, and I know that they had this kind of fragrance a few years ago, but I just love how truly gingery and bakery-like it smells. It's still a perfumey scent. It's not like a true edible type of fragrance. There is ginger with cinnamon and nutmeg, so a lot of spiciness that is not too sharp. Actually, I'm not the biggest fan of very spicy fragrances, and this is kind of like what I would personally wear maybe on a date, because it's something a little bit more sensual with that caramel, vanilla, tonka that I'm obsessed with at the moment, as you know, and I'm working on a best of episode dedicated to tonka bean perfumes, so let me know if you have any favorites below. But there's also a note of hazelnut, which is amazing because it provides and adds so much texture to this already amazing complex fragrance. Not necessarily a typical Jo Malone perfume, but an easy reach, so just in case you're afraid of spicy fragrances and you still want something wearable that might be very universal for the fall and winter season, I highly recommend you this one. Also because of the gingery note, it has something festive to it, so I'm a big fan of that. But something a little bit more mature, something a little bit more dated is Madeleine Peach by the brand Malek Perfumes from Canada, with their very vintagey and super rich and deep fragrances. This is one of the best ones from the collection for me personally, because it reminds me of an OG autumnal classic, Mitsoko. In my personal opinion, that's kind of like the essence of fall in a perfume. In here we have this beautiful overripe note of peach mixed with oak musk, elaine. There is also a little bit of apricot and kind of indolic jasmine, so it's very opulent, it's very sexy, it's very va-va-voom, it's mature, it's not for everyone, it's for the lovers of more dated, vintagey type of fragrances. In case you're looking for a great alternative for your Mitsoko and you want it to be a little bit fruitier and at the same time oak musk, it just adds something damp to this texture, which reminds me of fall and fallen leaves, and when they are wet, laying on the ground and you're walking on them, it's amazing feeling. And this perfume is so high on projection. Oh my god, this stuff is super strong. So just in case you're looking for a perfume with this beautiful powdery sillage, I highly recommend you this one. However, in case you're in the hunt for the scent of a dark autumnal forest and you really want the dirt and bitterness, I would say it's Behik by JUS Perfumes. Surprisingly, I mention it very often on my channel, although I find it's extremely challenging to wear it. I won't even spray it on myself because it's too bitter for me personally. There is even like a little bit of a boozy element going on, mixed into cannabis, patchouli, spices, tobacco, vetiver, so it's like a dry scent of a fall dark forest. And in case you're a fan of fragrances like that, be careful with it, but make sure to check it out. And in case you're looking for something more universal and elegant, and at the same time maybe you want more texture to your fragrance and like this beautiful atmospheric vibe, oh my god, an OG favorite, Gris Chanel by BDK is something you need to check out in case you haven't smelled this fragrance yet, which is kind of everyone's darling, but that's for such a good reason, because this cardamom mixed with the black tea, iris, vetiver, tonka, sandalwood and the note of fig is just an unbeatable blend of something so cozy and at the same time rich that it just smells like old money and quite luxury, and just you know, the scent of luxury in a bottle. So I absolutely love the powdery, the woody, the smooth, creamy and aromatic aspect of it. Everything is brilliant about this perfume, including its performance. Highly recommend you to check it out. It's amazing all year long, but when it's colder, it just has something so hugging about it that I find you can't go wrong with it. Or Tempted d'Atom by the brand Jacques Fath, I have a sample of, but I still decided to mention in this video just because I can't get my hands off it, and I hope that it's gonna be in my collection really soon in a bigger size, just because in the opening we have truly autumnal, wintry, citrusy notes. They are not sunny, they are not fresh, they have the juiciness to them mixed with spices like cinnamon, coriander, pink pepper. It's just like a very delicious fragrance, also with aromatic notes, with floral tones, and in the dry down, the creamiest, not like tonic, but milky sandalwood, tonka, leather, and musk. It smells very niche and expensive, and you can go on a date, on a meeting with this perfume. I really love the smooth, creamy, milky sandalwood note in there, and just in case you're a fan of this note, you really need to check out this perfume, because the sillage of it, it's just like you want more and more, and you'll be addicted to this fragrance, probably like I am. So I really want it in full size. But I have this bad boy in my collection, Peau d'Automne by Maison Violet, another fragrance from this brand I mentioned today. That's just a must-have for all the lovers of powdery perfumes, of nostalgic fragrances with notes like violet, iris, rose, peach, oak musk. It's kind of like a chypre done in the vintage style, but it is not too old-fashioned. There is something modern to it, and at the same time it has this nostalgic vibe, smelling of lipstick, boudoir. So it's like a fragrance you want to wear on a special occasion if you're going somewhere, putting on your very fancy coat and beautiful lipstick. It's talky, it's powdery, and it's so good. I love that it is not too simple. I love that it is not too overloaded with all the powdery notes. So you really need to check it out for yourself, and once again I have a discount, so feel free to give it a try. But the last, however not least fragrance to me personally is kind of like that scent of a beautiful coffee where you enjoy a spicy chai latte, and just like watching and observing the fall scene from the warm, beautiful point of view, maybe wrapped into the blanket. And the fragrance by Kenzo called Elephant, one of their signature ones and iconic perfumes, that's spicy, that ambery, that is very powdery, is a must-try for those who love cozy perfumes with this velvety feeling. We have some cloves, cumin, cardamom, which is really aromatic in here, but toned down by licorice, and very unexpected note of mango. So you really need to think about something ripe and delicious. It's also quite powdery. There is also a little bit of vanilla and patchouli with amber in the dry down, but heliotrope. Make sure that everything is silky smooth in here, very velvety, very textural, and with bold sillage. Like, it will put you into this amazing kind of like a milky, velvety, powdery scent bubble. And it's amazing if you're going out with your friends or just, loved ones, to grab a cup of hot chocolate, or once again that spiced chai latte. That's exactly how it smells, which is a scent of fall in a bottle to me personally. But all of these are great, so whatever your choice is, I think you are gonna smell great this fall season. Let me know which perfume really reminds you of fall, and if you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them. Just make sure to check out the description box down below. Feel free to shop perfumes with my discounts, because it's very helpful for both of us. And of course, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on my social media so we can stay in touch, and let me know which other videos you want to see from me next. On that note, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.